Alright, one more last going away party video. I lied, I'm not finished. Had to do one more just before I disconnect and put everything together. I forgot I wanted to show you what the difference was. Remember, we had 550. Remember, this is like video number 7 or 8. Remember, we had 550 grams in this vehicle when I got to it, and it should have 1,190 grams. And remember, I have this connected to right now back at the compressor discharge. You can see it right there, the compressor discharge line. That's where I had it hooked up before. We are at idle, and it was 175 degrees discharge temperature out of the compressor with 550 grams. Now we have 1,190 grams in the system, and the compressor discharge temperature is 149 degrees Fahrenheit. Now I know with the full charge of refrigerant that the liquid refrigerant has, and the velocity, the mass volume of refrigerant with the volume, the mass of the refrigerant at the velocity can now scavenge through, go through the evaporator, go through that long line, and actually swoop out all the oil that was pumped out of the compressor back into the compressor, and then make the oil back and lubricate the system. The compressor's really quiet now, and it's running really cool now, and that, oh shoot, and that is the difference between a full system and a not full system. And it's hotter. When I started that first test, it was 72 degrees ambient air temperature. Now we're 88 degrees ambient air temperature. So I still have it on recycle mode, taking in the inside air. Now I'm going to put it on to hot air. Remember, we're 115 degrees right here. This is the section right there. Let me put it into recycle, and let's see what it is. Okay, so we're in recycle. Let me put it on fresh air. So that's what I want to do. I want to take in 115 degree air. Boom. Now we are taking in the engine temperature of 115 degrees plus air. And actually, to measure that, let's put our temperature gauge here. Let's get there. Let me pop up the temperature. Get me back here again. And get our field piece software. No, I want you just to open. Yes, no, why are we doing this again? God dang it. We are not connected yet. Tool manager. Come on, give me my, let's go back out. Let's go back out again. And now let's come back in. This will happen sometimes. Am I connected? Oh, yeah, I'm on. Let's go all the way out. This old iPhone 6, about to be retired. And let's go back, make sure my Bluetooth is on. I'm pretty sure I have the Bluetooth on. Turn it off, turn it on. Oh, my Mega Boom is connected. I gotta, come on, disconnect. See how long it's taking things to turn on and off? This is what happens when Apple is putting out new software that really messes with everything. Let's try to turn it back on again. Field piece looking. Let's open up for measurements. Please connect. There we go. All right. So we now have 103 degrees. Oh, outer limit. Is that outer? Yeah, that's outer limit. Outer limit means it's over 140 degrees. That's what was happening. So these sensors have a limit of 140 degrees. Up here, it's cooler up here. So it's 140 degrees right here. It's 125 degrees there. That's what the outer limit means. Let me bring it back down here. Okay, so now we're back there. Look at, when it hits 140, it'll go outer limit. Outer limit. So we are over 140 degrees coming in right here from the engine heat coming in down here. So at 140 degree air is going over the evaporator. So we have a 59, 54 degree split delta over the evaporator. Our outlet temperature is 75 degrees. Coming out of the dash is 75 degrees. Look at our pressure. We were 200 psi, 205 psi before. With a full system of 1,190 grams, we were at 200 psi. Now I took the temperature from the inside temperature of 78 or 75 degree recycle air, and our high side pressure was, what was our high side pressure? 200 to 205 psi. Now I took that 75 degree air over the evaporator, I just rose it to 140 degrees, and our high side pressure only went up 20 psi. That's it. Funny things happen with automobiles compared to residential HVAC. You got to get that through your mind. And our discharge bulb, our line temperature. Here's our line temperature. So our line temperature, remember, this is the discharge suction, high pressure, high temperature discharge off of the compressor. It's 164 degrees with 140 degree load over the evaporator. This would be one of those vehicles, if I want to check it properly. I did not check it properly. With taking in fresh air, the hood has to be closed. You cannot properly check this system with the hood open, because we now have excess of 140 degree air going over the evaporator in the fresh air mode. The hood must be closed. It seals right here. You see that clean air? You see where there's no dust? You see there's dust everywhere else? You see this rubber seal? That rubber seal seals right there, and it pulls in cooler outside air through the vent. And actually this one is sealed off. It pulls off the cooler outdoor air right through here, and it goes across, and then it goes down inside. Their only mistake is that this will be about 160, 200 degrees under here, heating that air by the time it gets here. So this needs to be insulated if this was my vehicle. All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one.